So I go to Starbucks a lot. I kind of feel guilty when I go, but I go anyway. Thank you for that. I feel like I should be going to local cafes, supporting local industry. But if I'm honest, I kind of like feeling guilty about going to Starbucks. It even makes it better when it's like a naughty treat. Starbucks recently announced that they're collaborating with a charity called Feeding America that gives food to the hungry. So this has left me feeling conflicted. I mean, on the one hand, I feel bad for the hungry. Not bad enough to do anything about it, but, abstractly I feel bad for them. But on the other hand, I don't want to stop feeling guilty about going to Starbucks. The way that Feeding America works is they take the food from Starbucks that's left uneaten and they give it to food pantries. So that means now that if I buy a scone at Starbucks, that's now food I'm depriving from the hungry. So that's something. Why is it some things like food we're supposed to buy locally, but other things like consumer electronics, it's okay if they're made in China? Shouldn't it be the same? Shouldn't we all want cell phones that are artisanally made in Somerville? People are laughing ruefully. That's like funny, but there's no way you're getting this smartphone off me. Economists call this the bacon argument because the World Health Organization actually listed bacon as a class 1 carcinogen, right up there with cigarettes. We know this, right? And yet we eat it anyway, or at least I do. And the only reason why is because it tastes really good. And that's the only argument I need. So I was watching the movie Straight Outta Compton the other day, and I learned all sorts of new things. For instance, I learned that the band NWA actually got arrested in Detroit for singing one of their songs. I feel like the cops took the wrong approach here, right? Instead of arresting them, they should have fought fire with fire, They should have started their own band, right? And put out pro-police rap. You know what, actually? Hey, Iggy, can I get a sick beat?
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
Straight out of a cop car comes a pale-faced white dude. From the band, Cops with Aptitude. When you call me, I come packing. But to be honest, I'm just acting tough because I'm scared of what might go down, or that I might end up underground. And I think I speak for the majority when I say we're all for minorities. We respect diversity. So when you say F the police, I take it personally. Though I recognize that the origin of policing in the South emerged from institutions which were set up to enforce racism, so it makes it difficult to disentangle the enforcement of law from a legacy of disenfranchisement. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't work so well. So being a parent is hard. It's funny, when your wife is first pregnant, you're supposed to say, we're pregnant, right? Which is strange. Also, older parents will tell you that when the day your child is born is this beautiful, wonderful experience. And I really don't know what they're talking about. Childbirth is actually just horrifying. And actually, that wasn't intended to be funny. That's more just a public service announcement for those of you in the audience who haven't had kids yet. Also, after your child is born, that whole weird pregnant thing ends. My wife is very clear about who was pregnant, and it wasn't me. It's funny, I feel like I'm getting really personal up here, but it's not anything you couldn't get off my Facebook profile, if I had one, which I don't. I'm not on Facebook because I read an article that using Facebook actually makes us more depressed, and we should really cut down on the 40 minutes a day on average we use Facebook, which is like an article on cigarettes saying you should cut down to just smoking a pack a day. So I stopped using Facebook, cold turkey. Now how come I can stop using Facebook, but there's no way I'm going to quit eating bacon? All I can say is that when bacon starts monetizing my friendships, then I'll quit eating bacon. If anyone's going to monetize my friendships, it's going to be me. Thank you, and my name is John O'Brien.